Hello everyone, welcome to ITTECHTARUN channel. In this video, I am going to show how to create a Kubernetes cluster for our practice purpose. We install the Kubernetes cluster in our local machine. This is what we are going to set up in our local machine. So, I am creating the Kubernetes cluster with a one master, and if you have a more machine, if you have more GB of RAM and more CPUs, you can create 2 nodes. Like I'm going to set up this kind of setup in our local machine for our general practice. In case if you want set up similar kind of setup in AWS, I have already made a video. Please check out from that video. It will cost, but in this scenario it won't cost because it is your local machine, right? So here I am going to make one master and 2 nodes, node 1 and node 2. This is the Kubernetes cluster. I will create 3 machines, 3 virtual machines, and I will make one as a master and two as a nodes. Depends of your lab. You can either go for single node, or if you have more RAM, you can create one more node. Okay, so let's see how to create, how to set up these kind of thing. For this, you need to. There are some prerequisites. First, you need to download Vagrant. First, you need to download and install the VirtualBox software. So I have given these links in the description. Just go and check once. So if you are using Windows, download this Windows. I have already downloaded and I have already installed the VirtualBox machine. So you can see Oracle VM VirtualBox. I just open. So this is the software, and here you can see there is no virtual machines available in this VirtualBox. And next I need to install the Vagrant software. Vagrant software generally spin up the virtual machine, virtual images, virtual machines. So Vagrant up download.com. So you can download this 64-bit of operating system. Okay. Then for Vagrant installation, you need to, if you are using the older Windows machines, you need to check the PowerShell version using the get host command. If you are using the PowerShell less than 3 version, you need to upgrade your PowerShell by using this link. Okay. Then you need to download this folder. In this folder, I have given the 2 files. One is kubernetes install.sh and kubemaster.sh. These files we require at the time of initializing the cluster like this. So I will provide this link in the description. Please check in. Then move into that folder and select the Vagrant up. So first we will see how can we start. Okay, I have already downloaded the Vagrant file, and I have already installed the Vagrant. I just installed the Vagrant file. So now I need to go to this folder, and here there is a Vagrant file is there. So just open. I will just open this file. So as I said, I'm supposed to create one master and 2 nodes, but depends on your RAM. You need to check. As of now, I have just removed the one node because I have RAM, but for your case, you don't have 16 GB of RAM, right? So I just create one master and 1 node. If you want, you can add one more machine. I will show how to add. So you can see the Vagrant file. Here in Vagrant file, I am creating the one K8 master and K8 node. 2 machines I am creating. So with this image, Ubuntu 16.04 image, and I have created the private network. Private network means you and your host machine can able to communicate with these machines. No other public machines can able to communicate. Okay, so host name is K8 master, and here for Kubernetes we require at least 2 GB of RAM and 2 core of CPUs. So if you don't have the your machine compatible, then you can't set up these things in your machine. As per the Kubernetes documentation, they strongly recommend to use 2 GB of RAM and 2 core of CPUs. So that's why I have mentioned these 2 GB of RAM and 2 core of CPU. Same here also I have created the same. So in case if you want one more machine, just copy this one and change it wherever K8 node 1 there. So put into K8 node 2, node 2, node 2 and execute this one. Okay. So as of now we are creating the one master and one node. As per the instruction, now we need to go to the into this folder. Okay, here you can say cmd. Now I'm into this folder right now. Then you need to execute the vagrant up command. So you can see there is no virtual machines available in this virtual box. Once I have execute this file, it will what will happen is we have mentioned in the file like download this Ubuntu 16.04 machine and spin up the machine. Before that I will show is there any boxes in my machine. So how Vagrant will work is I will show. We mentioned there is this is your local machine, and we ask to create a some bento / Ubuntu machine, right? So first it will check whether that image is available or not in this local machine. That's why I have Vagrant. There are no install boxes use Vagrant Max. So as of now there is no box available in my local machine. For your case it's also same. So whenever we call this bento.ubuntu, it will go to the Vagrant the official images page, and it will download this image. It will download this image. Sorry. There is a bento.image available in that Vagrant images. So it will download and put into your local machine. It will take some time to download that machine into your local host machine. So wait for give some time, 5 to 10 minutes, then we'll see. So I am in this folder and I just execute the command vagrant up. Okay, depends on your internet speed, it will download. If you don't get any response, just click on the enter. Okay, bringing up machine K8 master 1 with VirtualBox provider. By default Vagrant will go to VirtualBox. So loading metadata, HTTP, adding the box, downloading the file. As I said, it will download the Ubuntu image. For me it will take around 30 minutes. So I think there is a boxes. So here it will go and download that image bento/ubuntu system. So it will download this image. I will pause this video. Once this image is downloaded, I will get back you. Okay. Mm, uh, for me, it's about to complete the download the bento/ubuntu image. Give it some time. For you also, it will take some time. So once it download, it will automatically bring two machines. You can see as of now there are no virtual machines in this virtual box, right? So we will put aside. The Vagrant generally creates a virtual images, virtual machines. Sorry, not images. So it will successfully added, downloaded to your local machine. Now it will create virtual box. You can see it will create Ubuntu 16.01 and it will change the name Kate Master as we have mentioned in the file. First create Kate Master, then create Kate node, right? So it will boot into that system. Okay. So our first box has been created. Now it will go and create the second box, which is Kate node 1. So just pick up that machine and it will change the name. Meanwhile, we will log in into that Kate master node. So the IP address of Kate master we have already defined. So if you have a putty, copy this IP and log in into that putty session. You can download putty in the online. I will provide the link in description if you don't have. So, okay. Give yes, and the username is Vagrant and password is Vagrant by default. Most of the Vagrants username password are same. It's a Vagrant. Go into the root user by using the sudo space su command. So now we are in the root. Let that node machines up. Then we will start install the kubectl, kubectl, kubeadm, and docker. We will install one by one. I have already a script in this folder, so kube installation.sh. So rather than typing each and every command, you just uh, take this shell script and you can execute. I will show what this scripts contains. So this scripts first install the Docker. For Kubernetes, you must install the Docker, and then it will install the kubelet, kubeadm, kubectl for Kubernetes. So you can take this script and run this script. So I just copy this script. Okay, you are in the master, right? So just va into kube install.sh. So press I button and paste. Just check whether all the text came or not. Sometimes it will miss. So :wq. Give the execute permission for the script. then install this script. It will first install the Docker, then install kubectl kube. Okay, sometimes it will stuck, so then you need to press the enter button in Vagrant, so that the session will up. So it's booting the VM. Yeah, now it's ready, key inserted, and using new SSH key. The node IPs we have defined in this file, background file. The IP is 10.71. Copy this IP and log in into that machine. .71. Just wait some more time. If the prompt doesn't respond, press the enter button so that the session will start again. So the machine has been created successfully. Now we can log in into that node machine. Username is Vagrant and password is Vagrant. Log in into the root user and create a file, some kube install.sh, press I button for insert mode and copy the script, paste into here. So we need to execute the same script on both machines, or if you have one more machine, you need to execute the same script in all machines so that it will install the Docker, kubectl. Now I need to run that script. So if you go to the master, the script has been executed successfully. So there might be some issues. I think you need to swap off -a. Just use swap off -a, then execute again. In the Kubernetes official file, they mention you need to swap off. They mention like that, so we need to do swap memory off. Okay. Once that installation has been completed, there is another file is there. Open that file. So not open into the notepad or any text editor. Just check with the file. As of now, we have created 2 machines. Okay. We have created 2 machines. One is master and one is node, and we have installed the Docker, kubelet, kubeadm, kubectl. So we have installed all these packages in each machine. Now we need to make one machine as a master. How can we make one machine as a master? There is a command if you need to execute. So this is the command. You need to execute the master machine. So you can see there is no error. So before running, you just swap off that file. Okay. So you need to initialize this command in the master machine. So in node machine we didn't see any issues. Okay. So master, once you execute this command, you will get the token join. It will show some kubeadm join command. You need to copy that command and you need to execute that command in node machine, show that it will join into this machine. There is a problem. I will cancel and re-execute once. System ctl docker restart docker system ctl. So I just restart the docker and I will execute the command once again. Actually, it will pull the image from for the Kubernetes cluster. You can see this might take a minute or two depending on the internet speed. As from my internet speed is low, so we will wait for 2 minutes, then we will see. Okay, don't execute all this previous command. You can see now it will download the some images, and if you know Kubernetes master contains the four services like API service, control manager, scheduler, etc. So it will create all those four services. You can see API server. We don't require as of now. So you get this command, copy this command, paste it in, first paste it in a notepad and make it as a one line, and again copy, join. You need to execute in the node machine. Then the second command is you need to execute this command in the master machine. Now we need to check kubectl get nodes. So there are, whenever you execute that this join command, where is it? kubectl join, here it is in the node machine. What it will do is it will link this machine into this master, so it will be a slave node, and this is complete as a cluster, Kubernetes cluster. And if you see the status is not ready, means you have just add that machine into the master, and we need create one more network for communication. Either you need to go create a view network, Flanner, there are Flanner, Calico. So for as of now I am installing the network to enable the communication between these nodes so that the machines are ready state. So before that you need to execute export file, then execute that command. Wait for a second. You can see there is a Calico created, Funnel created. Okay, then you need to execute this one more command to get in cloud. It will take less than 10 seconds, but in the virtual machines it will take almost 40 seconds to came into the ready state. Now your cluster has been ready. You can make a folder and you can create your Kubernetes files like pods. You can create pod, and whatever you want you can create. Kubectl get pods. As of now, I don't have any pod. I will create one simple pod and I will show. Okay. VA hello pod.yaml. You can see I have created Nginx pod and I will execute in Kubernetes. kubectl apply -f file. So the pod my Nginx has been created. You can check by using the kubectl get pods. So container is creating. So it will the pod will create into this node 1 machine. So the container is running state. So this way we can create Kubernetes cluster with one master. If you have more machine, you can create one more node, and this is for testing purpose rather than going the AWS or any cloud. For test purpose, it is the best to test your code, anything to practice on Kubernetes. I hope.
Click on the subscribe button and also click on the bell icon to get notification. Subscribe, share, like and comment. Thank you.